Hello Internet, Mike Killen here from Devon Digital Design, and today I want to talk to you about sliders and why you shouldn't be using them. So, sliders, to start off for those who don't know, is basically when you go to a website and there's an image and it comes up and then it revolves around, there's another one, or it flips and spins and does all these amazing animations. That's basically what a slider is. Big image, moves on to another image, move on to another image, move on to another image. And the reason we have sliders is because we think that it addresses a problem that we have. The problem being that we want to make sure that people are given as much information as possible and it's delivered in an interesting way. The problem with sliders is very similar to the problem with PowerPoint. At the end of the 90s and beginning of 2000, eventually people had death by PowerPoint. We figured that they had these cool little animations, we could have text and stuff like that. The exact same reason that people don't use it, interact with sliders, is the exact same reason we have a problem with PowerPoint. So we have this thing called FOMO, fear of missing out. So we say, right, our website's got to have as many options as possible. It's got to address all these different problems. It's got to make sure that we do all these different things. So we provide people with these range of options to find the information they want. So we'll have sliders, and we'll have menus and social plugins and social buttons, social feeds, opt-in buttons, pop-ups, footer bars, menus, other pop-up screens, secondary menus, links, all these kind of bits and pieces. And what it does is it actually kind of spreads the message, we think, and will attract one or two customers from one area and one or two customers from another area. But sliders don't work, basically. So here's why. First of all, 1% of users will actually click on a slider at all. That's at all. So out of 100 people, one of them will click on the slider. Of that, most of them, I think like 85%, will click on the first image. Okay, so of 100 people, not even one person will click onto any of the other sliders. So first of all, they have a really low conversion rate, so what's the point in them being there? Secondly, it spreads your message too thin. If you've got a value statement, a title, page tag, and then a slider showing all these different things and all these different products and menus, what is the point in that one page? What does that one page need to achieve to that one type of customer? Again, we kind of have this thing where we say, well, who's your customer? And people say, everyone. And that's just not true. Marketing 101, 99% of people aren't going to be interested in your product straight away. So sliders dilute your message. Thirdly, they actually negatively affect your SEO, your search engine ranking. The reason they do that is a few ways. Look at the images and video than it is to go through all the code in the background of the slider. Secondly, it pushes your content down. So if you've got the bottom of your page here, and you've got this big slider that revolves around and animates and does all this cool stuff. Anything else below it, Google says, obviously it's not that important, therefore I'll probably won't focus on it as much. There's an old kind of proverbish saying amongst web developers that if marketing wants something promoted, put it in a slider. Because as soon as you see it, you go, oh yeah, brilliant, you're promoting it, it's got this head page, brilliant, it's animated, so people are bound to engage with it. Well, in actual fact, we put it there specifically because it's an easy fix. We know that once it's there, they're going to see it and go, yeah, that's attractive and fine, but it doesn't gain any traction. I've even had people say to me, I just don't understand it. We've got the product on the slider in the first 3 images out of 10, and it's not gaining any traction. Well, there's why. We kind of want to put it up because it appeals to our sense of vanity, I think. That's probably quite a good thing, yeah, it appeals to our sense of vanity. When we launch a site and it's got these beautiful images and they revolve around, they've got text and buttons and stuff, and people go, oh my god, your site's so good, and the designer's like, yeah, you know, I'm this really talented designer, I've got this amazing code, even though I probably bought the plugin from Envato. So There's a big load of misconceptions and reasons why sliders don't work. It just doesn't appeal to how people digest information or how people even want to find information. If you have a user that regularly uses your site because you've got blog or reviews or articles and stuff like that, they're going to know where they're going to want to go, and they also are going to know how to use your site. A brand new user needs to be given one option. Is it call you or buy this product or go to this page or download this ebook? Whatever it is, one product, one call to action. So what can we use instead of sliders? Frankly, your designer should have a host of options. Super easy, you go, yeah, it's going to have this, this and this. But in case they don't, or for whatever reason, first of all you need to talk to us. And secondly, you could then say, okay, well, let's have a hero image. Something like this, nice big image, nice high res, text over it, super easy code, easy for Google to understand. Personally, even better than that would just be text. Just text, nothing else. Really easy for people to read and understand, and Google likes it, and you can see the keywords, so think about that. Secondly, you could have a video like this, record it on a webcam, YouTube, get it up there, talk about yourself, your products. It could only be 30 seconds long, or you could get someone else to create a nice little infographic or something. One video is worth 1,000 sliders, you know, because you're addressing one point. Thirdly, even, you could have a call to action. So have a load of benefits of downloading this ebook or getting in contact with you, and they're having a big button, really obvious big button that someone can click on. If you read the blog, there's a ton of stuff, other options and bits and pieces like that, as well as links to other websites who have tackled the same problem. Other than that, follow me on Twitter at DevonDigitalD. My name is Mike Killen. Thanks very much. Bye.